And we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Thomas Kelly, and I'm Associate Director of Residence Life here at Worcester State. And this is Hangouts Before You Woo Life. Hangouts Before You Woo Life is an online web show geared towards new residents transitioning to Worcester State. Each week, we talk about the important topics that are part of your transition. This is the 20th episode. 20th. 20. Moving is right around the corner. I am joined today by Maria. Maria is our graduate assistant in Residence Life, and we're going to be talking a little bit about first-year residential experience. So that's our FIRE program, first year, F-Y-R-E. Make sure we get the acronym right. Maria, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
I'm glad to be here.
Maria's pumped to be here. So before we get started, we start talking about the first few days of FIRE. Maria, tell everyone a little bit about yourself, because you've had quite the extensive history with Residence Life.
And Worcester State.
And Worcester State in general,
So, I am a graduate student here at Worcester State, but I got my undergrad here. So I just graduated this past May with my bachelor's in occupational studies, so occupational therapy. And now I'm working on my master's for occupational therapy. I was an RA for 3 years in Chandler Village, so I was always working with upperclassmen, but I'm super excited to be working with first years now. It's going to be a totally new experience for me. So I'm really pumped. And yeah, I was president of the Student Events Committee for a couple of years, so that's a huge part of my identity here at Worcester State.
Yeah, quite the history. Awesome. Well, we're super pumped for you. I'm super pumped for you to be joining us so that we can talk about this this awesome new program that we're starting here for resident students at Worcester State. So I'm gonna try to transition the live feed to the schedule so that folks can kind of see exactly what you're going to be talking about. So I'm going to go over to that right now, and I think that's good. So they can see our program right now. So
perfect. So as you see here, the acronym FYRE, First Year Residential Experience, or FIRE. So what I mainly want to talk with you guys about is our first couple days that you get here. So you move in on Monday, September 4th, anytime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. So we want to just make sure that you guys have something to do while you're here. We have a packed schedule for you guys. It should be pretty fun. So everyone will be in by 4. And then at 4 p.m., we're going to have your first floor meetings with your RA. So you'll get to meet your RA. You'll get to meet the RD of the building. I might, myself and my supervisor may pop in. You might see campus police there. They'll be talking to you more about an event we have with them the next day. So after that will be time for dinner, 5 o'clock p.m. And then right from there, we'll move into True to Life training. So True to Life is a group of people who work on improving college students' lives and making them more engaged in their environment and making them better students altogether. So we'll be doing a bystander training program called It Is My Place. And this intervention program helps college kids identify problematic situations and understand all of their options for intervening. So they'll provide you students with a shared language and safe space for testing active bystander decisions and a larger sense of responsibility for one another. So that should be a great event. We're super excited for that. Then at 9:30, 10 o'clock, we'll be starting our first FIRE social. So it'll be ice cream and late night activities. We'll have we'll have a blow up bounce house and some carnival games, and you'll get to hang out with new first year students and RAs, and it should be a great time. So then the next day, Tuesday, September 5th, this is when all the returning students will be moving in. So you guys, first year students, will have a free day to yourselves before class starts. So we wanted to make sure that it was packed full of things for you guys to do. So from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m., you'll be able to go to our event called Coffee with a Cop and Breakfast. So the university police officers will be at breakfast. They'll be there to talk to you guys, you could ask them about certain policies, or you could ask them about things like their favorite Netflix series. This will be a great time to just talk to the officers on campus, get to know them so you can see them around, wave, say hi. Then at 9 a.m., we'll be starting a couple different bus trips. So you'll have the opportunity to either go on a bus to Mount Wachusett with myself, or to the Blackstone Shops, which if you don't know, it's a great, great complex. It's kind of like an outdoor mall, and there's so many shops you can go to there. So mainly, like, I would assume everyone would be interested in something like Target or Marshall's. They also have, like a Michael's. They have lots of places for food. There's Panera, there's Fridays, there's Chinese, whatever you want. And then there's also ice cream. There's a Cold Stone over there. So you have so many options. That bus will be going back and forth from campus to Blackstone Shops until about 12 p.m. If you don't want to go on one of those bus trips and you choose to stay on campus, there will also be many things to do here. So we'll have a DIY painting. So we'll have some canvases out and some paints that you can come and use however you please. And we'll also be having many presentations going on in each of the Dowden common rooms. So those presentations will be a combination of intramurals and the counseling center and the wellness center and university police. If you have any questions or need more information on certain things, they'll be there specifically for that purpose. Then at 12, we'll be doing lunch. And then at 1:30 is convocation. So this is, think of it as like the opposite of graduation. It's the welcome to Worcester State ceremony for all first-year students. So that'll begin at 1:30. We'll start to get everyone together and head down to the Wellness Center, I believe is where it's happening this year. Not sure, but I believe that's where it's happening. And then at 5:30, we're going to be partnering with Chartwell's, our food provider, to do a barbecue-themed dinner outside on the patio. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll have an outdoor movie on the Wesleyan lawn in the back. So pretty full day for you guys. Hopefully, we'll see you out there. Just make sure that you do something with your days.
Absolutely. Let's see if we're back. I think we're back live, or we will be in a moment. Let's see. Does anyone see us? I think we're on. Are we on? We're waving at the camera. I don't know. If not, you can just hear us when you're looking at our laptop. But yeah, so for the first year residential experience program, the first 2 days are packed with different events that are going on, which is super, super exciting. Another thing that I want to make sure that we plug as part of the move-in day is that we'll have a student success resource center going on from 12 to 4 on the 4th, Monday the 4th. And that would have the bursar's office or student accounts, financial aid will be there, the registrar will be there, academic success. If you've been watching Hangouts Before You Woo Life, basically all of our guests that we've had for the last 20 weeks are going to be there. So if you have questions about certain things, you can definitely go to that and be able to sit down, ask questions, and start getting ready for your time here at Worcester State. But yes, so September the 4th, September the 5th, tons of stuff to be doing prior to class starting on the 6th. So super, super, super exciting. And we'll be sending out more information, and they'll get reminders about all this stuff during their first floor meeting.
Hopefully we'll be handing out schedules so that way you guys can have a hard copy of
yes,
it. All
yeah,
good stuff.
Perfect. You're probably, rumor has it you're going to get a t-shirt, and maybe you want to wear that at the convocation. I don't know that's what I may have heard, but if secret's out, so get pumped for that. This is basically the wrap up of today's episode. We're going to be back next week, and we're just talking about the move-in day itself. Rumor has it the director of residence life, Adrian Gage, is going to join me. He loves move-in day, so we're going to be talking all about what to expect during that earlier part of September the 4th. But we all love move-in day, especially Adrian. And when you see him at move-in day, you can ask him how much he loves move-in day. But before we wrap up, I always ask the folks who join me, like, what's the most important thing you want to make sure they know? So I guess, Maria, for you as students are transitioning into Worcester State and they're going to be taking part in our first year residential experience program, for those first 2 days, what do you want to make sure that they really do?
Well, definitely what you don't want to do is stay in your room and not meet anyone. That is the last thing you want to do. We have so much going on. There are going to be so many new people all around you looking to make new friends. Everyone is going to be on their own. Just make sure you mingle, get out of your rooms, go to all these events that we've planned for you guys. They're here for you so that you can have something to do with all of these new friends that you're going to be making.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what you should do. Everything that's on the schedule, do that.
Yes.
So as always, if you miss a Hangouts Before You Woo Life, we have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/WSUResLife. We got a playlist. It's got all of the Hangouts Before You Woo Life. There's 20 episodes that you can binge watch before you get here on the 4th. We have another one next week, like I talked about. We're going to be talking about just move-in day, what to expect that day, the flow, how everything's going to go. It's going to be awesome. Don't forget that you can always follow us online, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, @WSUResLife, or you can like us on Facebook.com/WooLife. I'm Thomas Kelly. I'm Associate Director of Residence Life. This is our GA, Maria. You will see us both at Move-In Day for sure, but for now, you can see us on Hangouts for Your Life when you look at them on our YouTube channel. We're going to sign off from Worcester State, but have a great Wednesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.